Well, we are getting ready to present our last award, the Legacy Award. And introducing this award is Dan Hilferty, Chief Executive Officer of Independence Health Group.
Hello everyone, Dan Hilferty here, CEO of Independence Blue Cross. It's our honor to sponsor this event and my privilege to be asked to recognize my friend, Tom Leonard. Even if we can't be in the same place, Tom deserves every accolade we can give him. I want to thank this community for coming together to honor a true leader. This has been a strange and difficult time for those of us who are committed to a global economy with Philadelphia as a major hub. While the pandemic keeps countries apart, we are lucky to have the team at the World Trade Center of Greater Philadelphia to keep building connections. And when the world opens again, we will need the WTC's leadership more than ever to help position global Philadelphia for a strong recovery. So I want to salute Linda Conlon and her team and Gary Bean and the board. I know they're up for the challenge. And today we are here to honor Tom Leonard, a man whose civic leadership and professional achievements are second to none. Philadelphia's business community, our cultural icons, our health and educational institutions, they all have been improved by Tom's lifetime of commitment to our region. Tom served his country in the Army, and that patriotism and belief in service has never waned. He has helped connect the region and the nation to the global community. He has stood up for equality and justice, a quality we sorely need right now. Tom has been a friend and mentor to me for many, many years. I could go on all night about what Tom means to me and to Philadelphia. But let me share the spotlight with others who love and admire him. Please enjoy this video tribute to Tom.
I've known Tom, I think, since he was running for city controller. I believe that was 1979. And I was asked to do a profile on Tom. But Tom Leonard is, in many ways, the quintessential Philadelphia boy and Philadelphia man. His dad, his namesake, Thomas A. Leonard, and his mom had 12 children, 6 boys and 6 girls. He and I are two of the few people who know and remember that the Waterworks was once the Philadelphia Aquarium. And Tom, as a little boy, and I, as a little boy, used to play at the aquarium. Tom, because he lived in Fairmount, was in close proximity to the art museum, where he and his pals could go in for free back in the 1950s and use it as a place not to study and appreciate art, but to play hide and go seek.
I lived 2 doors from the church I was baptized in, lived in the same parish my whole life. I walked to high school, I walked to college, I went to Drexel.
Tom is a distinguished graduate of our university, is also now a trustee of Drexel University. And when I think about Tom's life, there are so many dimensions to Tom's contributions to Philadelphia and to society in general.
Tom Leonard has lived in the game. He's done his part. He has solved so many problems, and he has stepped up in a community that has been desperate for leadership over the years, and he's made a real difference.
I think that Tom's influence is felt in a number of spheres, and the confluence of all of them makes him truly a remarkable part of the fabric of Philadelphia.
He's great at his job. He's a wonderful lawyer. It always amazes me how he can prepare for court. He crash prepares, and he retains everything.
I went to high school at Roman Catholic High School. I'm now the president of the board of directors at Roman. I'm on the board of directors at Drexel. I then went to Temple School of Law, and I'm active at the School of Law as well.
As a lawyer, he's set high professional standards, and in turn, with his practice, has helped to influence the economy.
I've been with the Obermeyer law firm for 25 or 28 years. I'm chairman of the firm. I've been chairman of the firm. In my early days, I joined the Dilworth Law Firm, practiced law there. I eventually ran for office. I was twice elected city controller of Philadelphia in my early 30s. I ran for mayor as an independent at the ripe old age of 36. I've remained active in politics, sort of behind the scenes.
I first met Tom Leonard in the early 1980s. He said to me one day, we're going to figure out a way to help your father run for governor again. Now that's a great sentiment when someone says that about your own father, but what a lot of people may not remember is my father had lost 3 times before Tom Leonard said that. Tom is a winner, and he wants to help other people be winners. And he knew that my father had the kind of character and the kind of leadership skills to make a good governor, even though he hadn't won the election.
I ran Pennsylvania for President Clinton. I was the chairman of his campaign in Pennsylvania, and he asked me to serve as the vice chairman of the Democratic National Committee, which I did. I've been active in the campaign of Barack Obama. I'm active chairing Joe Biden's fundraising in Pennsylvania. So I have a long history of running campaigns that have elected governors and senators and presidents in Pennsylvania.
I've known Tom Leonard for nearly 2 decades and knew about him long before that. I met through politics, and Tom's one of those guys that didn't need to be gracious to me, didn't need to spend his time with me, but he did.
I've had several of those moments where Tom has shown his incredible leadership skills, but I would say first and foremost, his role as vice chair of the Independence Health Group in the Independence Blue Cross Board, Tom has been a remarkable leader at every turn.
The World Trade Centers, there are about 330 of them around the world, thousands and thousands of employees who are involved in international trade. It was formed out in New York at the behest of Governor Rockefeller and his brother. The New York and New Jersey Port Authorities built the Twin Towers originally. And it's just a wonderful notion that we should advance peace through prosperity. And if we could get the countries of the world trading together, doing business together, creating jobs together, the likelihood of armed conflict would go down. It enables your small and medium-sized companies to engage in international trade because the network is so strong that exists. Minority businesses, women-owned businesses, they really do need help if they're going to sell their products internationally. I think the future is international trade, and I think it'll enable Philadelphia to grow, prosper, and it'll help minorities and women become part of that program.
Tom is a great lawyer. He is a great citizen, very interested in civic affairs, very interested in business affairs, very interested in political affairs. He's a great businessman himself, but number one in his life is his wife, Kathy, and his family. And it's what I admire most and try to emulate in my own life.
Once at dinner with friends, Tom expressed the fact, he was talking about assisted living and nursing homes and saying, I am never going into assisted living. I don't need assisted living. Kathy interjected, Tom, since the day we've been married, you've been on assisted living. So one of my favorite stories is hearing about Tom driving down the Pennsylvania Turnpike or Route 95 and holding up his garage door opener, thinking that was Easy Pass.
Tom goes to a little goth place in Ireland called Doonbeg, and when he gets there, he likes to end the night with a drink in front of the fireplace and reminisce about all the golf balls we lost that day.
Tom is the perfect person to work for. He's always in a great mood. I have never seen him in a bad mood. Not once, honestly. I enjoy coming into my job every day. And it's mainly because of Tom.
Tom is the type of person who, if you have a problem, he will drop what he's doing and he will have your back. Tom, congratulations on receiving the Legacy Award from the World Trade Center of Greater Philadelphia. You have done so much for that distinguished organization, but for so many others. So proud of you, so grateful to have you as my friend.
Tom, I want to say congratulations officially, and since I'm a journalist, on the record, of course, and make sure to savor it. Way to go.
I'm so pleased to be able to participate in this celebration of you. Congratulations. It is well deserved, and I join in the chorus who thanks you for all you do.
Congratulations on this award, but I have to admit I thought you had received every award by now. But we're so grateful for your willingness to serve in so many capacities.
Tom, I can't think of someone better to receive this award than you. You are wise, your judgment is sound, and you are a difference maker in our community. I congratulate you, I wish you the best, and I look forward to our next conversation where you can instill some more wisdom in me. Thank you for all you do.
Tom, let me personally congratulate you for being named this year's Legacy Award winner. I know all of our fellow World Trade Center board members join with me in thanking you for your great service to our organization. I look forward to toasting your achievements in person very soon. Cheers, Tom.
That sentiment, the way his friends and colleagues feel about him, is the reason why Tom Leonard deserves the Legacy Award from the World Trade Center of Greater Philadelphia. Tom, I could not be happier for you or more grateful for your leadership and friendship. Before I turn things over to you, though, there's one more special surprise tribute that the WTC team has put together. I think you're going to love it.